The KO Show, Kevin Owens. Let's talk about the career of the man himself. Now, this dude came into the WWE on a high note. He was the NXT champion, and he got a clean win over John Cena himself. A clean pinfall victory, 1, 2, 3, at whatever pay-per-view it was. I honestly forgot at this point, but it was back in 2015. It was a solid introduction to Kevin Owens and a great start to his career on the main roster. And then, of course, after that, he didn't exactly burst onto the main event scene, but he got a good start. And he's also beaten guys like Ryback for the Intercontinental Championship and Roman Reigns. He's won the Universal title. So he has had a successful career thus far. But I really feel like this dude could have been even bigger than what ended up happening with him. Over that course of time where he first beat John Cena in his first main roster match, that could have been the start of an unstoppable Kevin Owens. That could have been a career trajectory that some could say could have ended up being unmatched. Like, this dude had the potential to be an unstoppable force, whether heel or face, but I honestly think he would have been a better heel. But booked right after that win over John Cena, he really could have been something close to Brock Lesnar if they really wanted him to, because he had the moves, he had the pop-up power bomb and all that. Back in the day, he had high-flying and hard-hitting moves. He had power moves and stuff. That pop-up power bomb was a thing of beauty, especially back in the day when he used to do it. I'm talking like 2014, 2015, 2016, those years. Like, he made that move look devastating. I remember he even did the move to Mark Henry, and it looked like he killed Mark Henry. So this guy could have really been one of the next big things in WWE. And I just believe they really didn't book him the way they could have. For whatever reason, Vince probably had his reasons. Triple H was somewhere in the background doing whatever, probably mostly adhering to Vince. I know that he had his creative control, but Vince ultimately dominated before he left. So I get it. It is what it is. But I don't know. Maybe it was Kevin not being as buff as what Vince McMahon thinks he should have been. He didn't have, the buffness, the six-pack abs and all that, but the guy was still built back in the day. Now, I will admit he kind of let himself go even more over the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years or so. But back in like 2014, 15, 16, like, he was built, and like, he wasn't all that bad looking as far as like his physique and all that. He still looked like a powerhouse, even though he wasn't in the most shape. It's like he was like half in shape and half not, but he looked like a monster powerhouse that could fucking slam you on your head. So, especially he already had the pop-up power bomb that he would use on his opponents on the ring apron. That made that move look even more devastating than doing it in the ring. And the fact that he could have been a super monster heel if they had pushed him right, that would have just really solidified him. Now, it's like they gave him a push initially and then decided to pull back slowly. I don't know, for whatever reason. It's their reason, it's Vince's reason, but I feel like this guy's career would have been unmatched had they just pulled the trigger and never looked back. This guy's got it all, to be honest. Of course, the guy's not entertaining on the mic like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but he can cut a more than solid promo when he needs to. He's very passionate with his promos as well. And we all know he delivers in the ring. So when it comes to work rate and passionate promos, I'm cool with that. So he could have been cutting passionate promos and dominating and destroying people in the ring as a monster heel. And this dude would have been top notch. He would have been one of the top main eventers, consistent main eventers for the last 5 years or more. And even though he's got some of the limelight, he's got some shine, he's got some world title wins, he's got a decent career. All I'm saying is it could have been way more than what it ended up being. That's just my opinion.